Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your October 2022 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and also pull the 4 agreements, wisdom of the oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright. So we have 12 and 12th house energy for you guys is Leo, and there's definitely some Leo energy in your spread too. But generally speaking, 12th house points to spirituality, blind spots, mental health. Well, speaking of Leo, we also have Leo that came up in the dice there. So, yeah, definitely going to be a focus on 12th house matters, so you guys are sure. And we also have the North Node. North Node is in Taurus, and we actually have Taurus energy in your spread too. And that's your 9th house, and generally speaking, 9th house relates to philosophy, higher learning, foreign affairs. Alright, so we'll keep those in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Strength card, so there's Leo energy, and the Ace of Cups. And then challenging that, we have the Two of Wands. So really what I'm seeing with these energies is that it looks like you might have a desire for someone, right? But I feel like you're holding back on that for whatever reason, right? Even though there's the potential for a fresh start with this person. And as for why, right? Well, all right, I could actually see this playing out 2 different ways as far as the challenge goes. One, just be saying maybe you're holding back a little bit because they might be at a distance from you, right? So you might be thinking, practically might not be the best fit. Or for others, you could just be saying that, okay, the reason this is a challenge, it could just be saying that it's going to stay just a thought in your mind unless you actually take action around the situation. So I see that playing out either way, but that's the general idea. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is Capricorn energy here. Seeing these 2 cards together, I feel like this could be pointing to a couple different things. For one, it could just be saying that you're really trying not to think about romance at this time, right? So that could be why you're being a bit dismissive and holding back around your feelings for someone, because you're really heavily focused on your work lives right now. And then for others, you could just be saying that maybe you're holding back a little bit because you're not sure that you could see the connection going the distance, right? So rather than feel your way through the connection organically, you might want to know already what's happening in the connection 10 years from now, right? Are we still going to be together? Are we going to be living together? What's going to be going on, right? So it could just be one of those things where you're wanting to jump from A to Z in a certain situation, or just do nothing at all, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. All right, past position, we have the Two of Swords. This is Libra energy, and this is actually where the Mercury retrograde started. So yeah, for some of you, this could really be either way, right? It could be one of those things where it's finances that are heavily on your mind, so you're not wanting to be distracted by love, right? Because if we think about it, she has her back turned to the water, the moon, and arms crossed over her heart, so those are all indicators of emotion there. So could just be saying that that's it, right? Where you're like, okay, I have to figure out this financial thing right now. So yes, this person's in my orbit, I'm attracted to them, but I'm focused on this other thing, so I really don't want to touch that right now. All right, in the present position, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say that it feels like a repeat theme here. It looks like these are almost intrusive thoughts to you right now, right? Like you're trying to focus more on your finances, right? And you could even just be seeing indicators too that, hey, this can actually be the real deal here, right? But I feel like in a way you're almost fighting it back because you feel like it's going to be a distraction for you right now, right? Compared to your ultimate goals and what you're trying to get done. So that's why I see with that combination there. All right. In the near future, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, Taurus energy again here. So could just be saying that for some of you, you know, you really just, yeah, it could be that, right? Like I was saying for some of you where you're like, you don't even really want to engage at all unless you know that, okay, this could really go the distance, right? So for some of you, you're like, all right, But again, like I said, of course, sometimes you have to find that out organically, right? You can't just see into the future 5 years from now, 10 years from now. No, hey, is this person still going to be in the picture? So that could be a bit of difficulty for you guys, right? But given that this is ninth house energy, it could be saying that you might actually start to come to that realization too, right? Like, okay, well, at the very least, you might have to have a little bit of trust, a little bit of faith around the situation too. All right. And the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Five of Wands. So yeah, normally I would see this card as representing multiple people in the situation, right? But again, like I said, almost again the repeat theme scenario that I was saying, right? I feel like this is more of your intrusive thoughts again, where like I said, it seems like there could be just thoughts about romance coming up. It might not even be about a particular person, right? Maybe you're just starting to feel a little bit of an urge for a romantic connection in general, but at the same time, it's almost an annoyance to you that those thoughts keep coming up because you have this focus on your finances as well, right? Speaking of finances, in the environment position, we have the Five of Pentacles. So to be fair, for some of you, maybe that's why, right? Maybe if you're going through a bit of a rough stretch financially, you're like, okay, yes, maybe I'm feeling this pull toward a romantic connection, whether it be with one person or just those thoughts in general. But I really have to clean up my finances right now, right? So it could be one of those things, right? All right, don't want to get sidetracked from this. This is the more pressing issue right now. Let me move toward getting that resolved, right? Now, for others of you, could be also saying, especially if you're even already involved with someone, this could be the person you're dealing with feeling left out in the cold. Like, what's the deal with Virgo? You know, I'm trying to talk with them, trying to get closer to them, and they're completely out of the picture, right? So I could see that playing out that way as well. All right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Fool. So this is actually funny to see in this particular position because given what we've just been talking about, I feel like this could actually represent both energies for you guys very easily, right? For some of you, there is the hope to, like I said, all right, if you would like to clean something up financially, if that's what you're dealing with too, be able to throw yourself into something new as far as romance goes. And then for you, there could be a fear around that, right? Where, like I was saying, if this is more coming across like obtrusive thoughts for you, or intrusive thoughts, I should say, where you're like, oh, I really don't want to go down that path right now. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, could just be saying that the timing is right, And interestingly enough, this represents Jupiter energy, and this month, finally, Jupiter will be moving back into Pisces, which is your opposite sign of relationships, partnerships. So yeah, could just be saying that the timing is coming up, where it's like, okay, well, fight it if you want, right? But this thing's coming toward you. So that could be what that's saying there. And the more positive thing there is like I was saying, let's say if you are dealing with some kind of financial difficulty, this is a good indicator of seeing the outcome there too, right? Which is to say, things will start to turn around in a more positive sense. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. So this is the Major Arcana card for Scorpio. And of course, as we get toward the end of October, we'll be at the start of Scorpio season. And there's actually going to be a new moon eclipse in Scorpio toward the end of the month too, and that's your third house communication. So might be a fresh start around that energy there. All right, and moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, and it says Your Truth is Personal to You. Okay. It says your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. So yeah, interesting message there, but hopefully that resonated. And then next we'll move on to your Wisdom of the Oracle card. You guys got Exchanging Gifts. There's the artwork, and the number is 27. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, the essential meaning says the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing cost, and determining value. The Oracle's message: you're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do, do, do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. So yeah, that's an interesting message there too, because maybe it's even telling you. So like I was saying, maybe for some of you, you might already be involved, right? And the person you're dealing with could be like, where is Virgo, right? Because you could just be so wrapped up in one particular area of life. So maybe the message there is to say to try to find a balance, right? You don't need to completely throw yourself in one direction or the other, but try to find a healthy balance. The relationship message says love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you, too. Love is truly yours today. So yeah, pretty positive message there. And to be fair, Mercury retrograde cycle originally started in Libra, so that could impact the finances in that regard for you guys, because that's your house finances. It's backtracking at the time of recording this. It's still moving toward Virgo again, right? So could be moving back into Virgo. So of course that could have a pretty big impact on you guys. So could just be as simple as that, right? Maybe it's just a temporary thing where the retrograde has you guys a little out of whack. But hope it resonated. And the prosperity message says all your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success, and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there too, and that makes me think of the fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune energy and the outcome, so hopefully that resonated too. And lastly, you guys have a mudra. This is your mudra here. It's the Kubera mudra. The keyword for it is abundance. Alright, let's get this to focus. Or maybe not. Seriously. This is a little annoying, but that's Mercury retrograde for you folks. Alright, let's give it another try. There we go. 8 minutes later. Alright, so there's the info on if you want to pause it to take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says clears the frontal sinuses and helps to balance left and right nostrils, improves the sense of smell, sharpens inner vision and ability to more clearly see your path in life, helps create abundance, especially related to virtuous desires that take into consideration the welfare of all beings. So if that sounds like a mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, I will put the name in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. Alright, bye.